Okay, that means let's go. So, well, welcome everybody to a new intercultural session. As you guys know, my name is Eder, and I'm your mind shifter for today's session. Today, we have such a special topic, which is environmental conversation. I'm sorry, environmental conservation. And we'll be discussing about different ideas and topics and recommendations and suggestions for all of us to cope the hard situation that we are living in the planet. And this is why today we have a very special guest also. Um, her, she's my Spanish student, so that's why I call her Coniel, but I know in English her name is Coniel, right?
That's
So
right. Correct.
Coniel Camille is from the sunny and beautiful island of Jamaica, and she will be sharing with us today. Remember, Jimena, and oh, Jimena, what? Hey, hello, Jimena's brother. What's your name again?
Hi, Marco.
Marco. Okay, sorry, Marco. I
Hi,
forgot. Okay,
Marco.
so remember Jimena, Marco, Edgar, Bruno, Cielo, Dante, Jezebel, Liz, Carla, Leonardo, Ivan. This is the right time to practice, to participate. Don't be nervous, Camille. She's really cool. She's fine. And Eder, he's gonna be just correcting here and there, but not really intense. So relax. This is a good time and a good opportunity for us to practice. Okay? So, well, now, Camille, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I'm happy to introduce myself. Eder, thank you so much for inviting me into this space. I'm so happy to be here. As Eder said, I am from the beautiful island of Jamaica, and Jamaica is called the land of wood and water. It's very mountainous, it's very beautiful. So I'm glad to be here on a conversation with others about conservation because I live on an island and that is very, very important. And the original peoples of Jamaica were the Taino people, the Arawaks, who gave us so many of our delights and culinary delights and so much of our Jamaican culture. And Jamaica's national emblem and or saying is out of many one people because Jamaicans are very varied in their background. And I wanted to share this with you because even though I'm a lawyer and I run a nonprofit now and I work in philanthropy, I think the most important thing about me is where I come from and where my family lives because home is, where your heart is. And so I'm really glad to be here with all of you talking about something that's very close to my heart, which is the environment, and also to be here with my dear friend, Eder.
Thank you. Wow, what an introduction. Thank you. Well, so I have some questions for you students. So, does anybody know where Jamaica is located? Is it Africa, Asia, Europe? Anybody? Nope.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's
I
fine.
tell you,
It's fine.
okay. It's okay. Eder was laughing at me because I remember a few weeks ago in one of our classes, Eder has been my teacher for over a year now. And in one of our classes, I had a hard time. I think I mistakenly put Mexico on a different continent than it actually was. And I actually am pretty good at geography, so don't feel bad if you didn't remember this. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah.
embarrassed, but Heather is so gracious and so kind.
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
fine. I mean, this is meant to be an English lesson, not a geography lesson, right? But Jamaica is in the Caribbean Sea. And where
Right?
is the Caribbean Sea? Where is it? Is it Asia, Jam Africa, Europe? What do you think? Where is the Caribbean Sea? Volunteers? Max, Daniela, Jezebel, Edgar, Bruno, Marco. Well,
Don't feel bad.
giving up. Camille, where
Feel
is
bad.
Jamaica?
Jamaica is in an archipelago of and an archipelago is like imagine a hook or a small curve of islands. And so if you think about where North America is, including Canada, the US, Mexico, and then enveloped, think about like a little hug like this, enveloped right in there, right below Florida, etc., is Jamaica, it's Haiti,
Oh,
other countries in the Caribbean, Trinidad, Bahamas, Barbuda, and these are all
uh-huh,
in something called an archipelago. And in the
uh-huh.
middle of all of our little islands is the Caribbean Sea.
There you go.
And Jamaica is a little unique to is unique because we like to call ourselves a large one of the larger islands. We call ourselves the Greater Antilles, which is
Oh,
very because we're an island of 2.5 million people, so we're actually very small. But anytime
hmm.
there are islands that are smaller than us, we feel like, oh, we're a big island.
There you go. There you go.
Hello,
Hey,
hi Heather.
hey, Johanna.
Hi.
Hey, how are you? Thank you for joining us today. Yes. Okay.
Hello, y'all.
Yeah. So here, let's have with this word. The word is spelled Island, but the pronunciation is
What? Moment.
island, right? Island,
Island.
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 So the S, we don't say the S, okay?
Island.
Yeah, there you go. So Bruno, Luis, Daniela, Max, Jezebel, Cielo, Edgar, is there anything that you would like to know about Jamaica? So we know that Jamaica, it's an island in the Caribbean Sea, close to Cuba, Haiti, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, right? What
Okay.
else? Any questions for Camille in Jamaica? Jimena, Marco, Leonardo? Yes, Bruno. Thank you.
I have a fact file about Jamaica. And is it true that the waterfalls from Jamaica is all the big than another countries or no?
Bruno, thank you so much for your question. Can you repeat it for me one more time? I heard waterfalls.
Of
Yes.
course. The data about the waterfalls in Jamaica, it's the most bigger waterfalls than the another countries.
That's a good question. So we have several waterfalls in Jamaica. One of our favorite waterfalls and the one that many tourists like to visit is called Dunn's River Falls. It's beautiful. It's very rocky. And it's beautiful. I don't think it is bigger than lots of other waterfalls in other islands, but because we're Jamaican and we have a preference for our country, we say everything we have is the best. Our waterfalls are the best. Our beaches the best. But it is
Uh-huh.
so beautiful, and I hope, Bruno, that one day you get to visit Jamaica and go to
Oh.
Dunn's Falls. I'll tell you a quick story about it. My brother and I climbed it together, when he was about 8 years old, and he almost fell because he almost let go of my hand. So I'm really glad that he didn't, and he's still here with us. But from the environmental side, I would also say that one of the things that has been important in Jamaica is to make sure that we preserve things that are tourist attractions, not only for tourists, but also for Jamaicans, right? So when I was growing up, my parents were very firm about saying, yes, you're from Jamaica, but the only people who know the beaches and the waterfalls should not only be the tourists, you should also know those beaches and those
Mm.
waterfalls. And we need to protect those places for ourselves, not just for rich tourists who come to our
Oh,
country.
okay, okay.
Oh, thanks.
Wow.
Sounds interesting. Thanks.
Thank you, Bruno, for your question. Very, very good question. So remember, Dante, Leo, Ivan, Max, Joanna, and Daniela. Remember that the video camera, it's necessary for this lesson. Okay, so we need to get the videos on. Thank you. Oh, okay. So here I have an observation, and we're gonna move to the environmental conservation. That's our today's topic. So number one, Bruno and everybody, what's with the difference between a comparative and superlative? Okay, remember, when we compare two objects, we're going to use the structure of bigger than, smaller than, right? Larger than, right? But if we're talking about one object, only one object, there is the biggest, the greatest, the smallest, okay? So in this case, since we're talking about specifically the waterfalls in Jamaica, we want to say the biggest, okay? We don't want to say bigger, because bigger will come up to two objects, comparing two objects, okay? Is this clear, Marco, Johanna, Michelle? I'm sorry. Dante, Daniela, Bruno, is this clear? Yes? Okay, good. So now, Camille, she's been using words as preserve and protect. So, Cielo, Jimena, Daniela, Dante, what is the difference between preserve and protect? Is there a difference or they're synonyms? What do you think? Oh, yes, Edgar.
I think the two words are synonyms.
Oh, okay, okay. Any other opinion? Jezebel, Leo, Max, Daniela, Jimena?
Why?
Yes,
Eh,
Carla.
I think it's synonym.
Okay, okay. Any other opinion? Marco? Louise? Johanna? Yes, Cielo.
Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think if I need to protect, is because it's in worrying. It's in worrying.
It's in danger?
And danger.
In
Yes,
danger.
yes.
Oh,
In
okay.
danger.
In
Yes.
danger. Okay.
And preserve is I don't know. It's different, maybe.
Okay, okay. Well, very good word, endanger.
Mm.
Yes. Okay. Any other opinion, or shall we ask Neil to to make a difference? Oh, Bruno, yes.
I think that the meanings are antonyms
Ooh,
because preserve applies for one thing that doesn't get endangered, like Cielo says. But in the case of protect, is the case about a thing that in limited and doesn't get a lot of things about. In this case, it's like animals. But in preserve is the case of it's getting keep get all the another animals before the hunters kills they.
kill them. Okay, okay, okay. Good. Thank you, Bruno. Bruno, apply. No, apply. Okay, apply. Good. Huh. That's a very good interpretation of these two words. So, well, Anil, what do you think? Protect and preserve? Are they
Yeah.
are they do they mean the same, or do they mean differently?
Well, I will start by saying that I am not an expert on these things, but so I always like to start with that. But I want to also point out that this is a really complex question, and it's a question that environmentalists all around the world think about. And the two answers that I just heard are really highly are really good answers because you actually hit the nail on the head, which is a saying in English
Whoa,
about the
whoa.
different
Okay, let's type it down. Type it down. Keep the nail.
hits. So
Hit. Oh,
if you
sorry.
think about a nail and then you hit it with a hammer, in
Okay.
English, sometimes there are phrases like, oh, you hit the nail on the head, which means you said exactly the right thing or you perfectly understand it. And I think that after hearing those two answers, I would argue that both of you hit the nail on the head. The head of the nail, you hit it with a hammer.
Okay.
That's the saying in English. And I think you hit the nail on the head because when we think about preserve, normally we're talking about um, making sure that something is safe and
Mm,
whole and has not been disturbed. But oftentimes,
mm,
when we think about protect, it's normally protecting something when there is danger that is very close by. And so I
mm,
think it was Cielo who said, look, in a time of war or in danger. And so when you have to protect something, you're in a protective position. Think about holding a shield. Like if you were a warrior in war, you would hold a shield to protect, right? Um, that's how I think about protection. When I think about preservation, I think about a little bit of protection, but mostly taking care of what is in front of you, taking care of the flowers, the animals, the earth, even
mm,
if there is no danger close by. I thought
mm.
those answers were very good.
Okay, okay. So here I have a pronunciation observation for everybody. So Edgar, Bruno, Cielo, Jimena, Marco, Jezebel, Luis, Carla, Leo, Ivan, Daniela, and Max. Remember that usually in English, when we have the combination of an ER, we want to make it a very nasal and dark sound. For example, preserve, herb, preserve, no preserve, no preserve, preserve, danger, danger, But please My name Eder. Eder? No, please. No, no, no. Okay. So remember when we when we have an ER, we want to make it nasal, okay? And like in like you pull it up, like pull it inside your mouth. No, pull it out, but pull it inside, like water, water, remember, okay? Preserve. Is it clear? Okay. So we have protect, preserve, but today's topic is environmental conservation. So what is to conserve? Is this a synonym to protect, preserve, or totally different? What do you think? Carla, Max, Leo, Marco, Jimena, what is to conserve? Serve. Any opinions? Huh. Volunteers? Yes, Jimena. Oh, oh, Marco. Okay. Yes, Marco. Come on.
Um, he's hyperactive. He don't know. He only do nonsense. Sorry for this. This is stupid.
No, it's not stupid. Come on. Yeah, well, thank you. I mean, he might want to participate, you know? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Well, so here's the thing. When I think of conservation, when I think of conserve, do I think more of preserve or protect? Cielo, what do you think?
No, I think respect the first question.
Oh, okay, there you go.
I think conserve.
Yeah, very good.
Is when I need to make anything for I don't know what is the word in English. To care, to make anything for care. It's different the word, but it's similar. And
Okay.
preserve,
Uh-huh.
no, preserve is more care, but conserve, I have to make anything for the thing, for the
Okay.
space. Yes.
So you need to do something.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I have to make for any time anything for this place or thing.
Okay. Good. Absolutely.
I don't remember the word, but
You're giving a very good explanation yourself. Good.
okay.
Okay. Edgar.
I think the meaning of the word conserve is protect the animals in any situation of danger.
Okay. So you think it's more like protect?
Yes, more or less.
Remember, Edgar. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go. Awesome. Yeah, Bruno.
I think about conserve and preserve has the same synonym and meaning.
Meaning. Okay. Well, good. Thank you. Okay. Yes, Edgar? Oh.
No,
Your hand is raised
sorry.
still. No worries. Okay. Good. Now,
Yeah,
Edgar.
I can,
Oh, sorry, Carla. Yes.
I can answer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, in my opinion, or according to me, it's different because conservation, the shape, it doesn't change, but the protect and preserve, avoid and finish is the take care it, but an antonym for self.
Okay. Okay, good. And I really like that Carla, she started her statement by saying, in my opinion, or according to me. Wow, Carla, very professional, very professional. Good. Remember, we also, I mean, I'm sorry, besides, I think we could also use different ways to introduce our opinions, right? In my point of view, according to me, what I think. Okay, so good, Carla. Okay, now yes, Camille.
I have a somewhat of a funny example, but I think it will help.
Okay.
So, at some point, I may need to come off a video because my battery is going down because I'm at a birthday party. And so that may be, I might have to be a little bit shorter on this than I thought because my battery might die. But
No worries.
it's a great example because I'm going to see if I do this right and if it makes sense to you all, including Heather.
Sure.
I may have to turn off my video in order to conserve my battery. If I want to preserve my battery on my phone, it is important to do updates on my phone regularly. But if I want to protect my battery, I have to make sure I don't drop my phone in water. And I think, and in my opinion, like your brilliant student before me, I think that might actually be a useful way to think about the difference between these words.
Thank you.
Let
Thank you
me
very
know if
much.
you find it helpful. Preserve, conserve, and protect.
Okay. Wow, thank you. So, Danielle, if you really need to turn your camera off, your video off, that's fine. But whenever you participate, I would love you to turn it on, please. Okay, thank you. So, here's the thing. Thank you for the example. That's such a great illustration of how to use these three different words. Now, here's the thing. Edgar, why are you so insistent to know what the difference or similarity between protect, preserve, and conserve is? I mean, what really matters is what do we do to preserve, protect, and conserve the environment? So here's the thing. Today, we are going to practice a little bit of speaking by asking each other the following question. For example, what do you do to protect, preserve, or conserve the environment? Right? So each one of you is going to ask the question. Remember, Jezebel, Max, Daniela, Luis, Leo, Marco, Jimena, Edgar, Cielo, Ivan, Bruno. We gotta do it with the right intonation pattern, right? For example, Jimena, what do you do? What do you do to protect, preserve, or conserve the environment? And listen, Leo, Carla, Jimena, when we are giving people options, the options are ha-ha, ha-ha, or ha-ha. Ha-ha, ha-ha, or ha-ha. Intonation, okay? Protect, preserve, or conserve, right? And this is a question, so it's supposed to be high up, right? So let's start. Jimena, what do you do to protect, preserve, or conserve the environment?
Maybe if in the future I have children, I teach him to protect the environment, how to protect the plants, and maybe make conscience of this.
And but what do you do right now? Do you
Right now,
do you have plants in your house? Do
I
you recycle? Do you
I
separate?
recycle the brush, and I have some plants in my house. I take care of the plants and of the water. Sometimes we use the water for some different use, like this.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, thank you, Jimena. Jimena, now please choose one of the people in this room to ask the question. Remember, Jimena, we're working on pronunciation and intonation. Jimena.
To I don't know, maybe Ivan. Can you repeat the question, please?
Okay, sure, here we go. Jimena, what do you do to protect, preserve, or conserve the environment?
Okay. What, Marco? What do you do to protect, conserve, and preserve the environment?
I like it, Jimena, but a little bit more intonation, please. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. One more time, please. Jimena.
Marco, what do you do to protect, conserve, and preserve the environment?
Wow, spectacular. Yes, good. Marco.
Really good. That was really good.
Marco, what do you do?
Ay, ¿cómo se dice? Intentaré. Ay, güey.
I will. No, es yo haría.
I, no sé cómo decir. I try to.
I try to. ¿Qué harías?
No tiene basura en la calle. Don't
Throw the trash in the street.
throw the trash in the street.
Ah,
Care the water.
Take care of the water.
Take care of the water.
wow, good.
What? Talar árboles, ¿cómo se dice? Es que
Hide my plants, and I don't know. What do you do to protect the environment?
You're doing fine. You're doing fine, Marco. Very good.
thank you.
Sure. Okay. Okay. Good. Here, Marco, he had a negative idea. Try not to. So we don't say try don't. No. Try not to end the verb. Oh, and Marco, in English, there is one verb to refer to tirar basura. The verb is to litter. What? So one verb means tirar basura. What? So that it's impressive. So Marco, you want to say, try not to litter. There you go. You see? Good. Marco, please ask the question to one of the people here in the room. Remember, intonation and pronunciation.
Questions to someone who is in the room. What do you do to protect, conserve, and preserve the environment?
Es que no conozco a nadie.
It's in the chat. You can see it on the chat. If you need it, it's on the chat.
What do you do? Say it. Say it to someone.
Come on, Marco. Come on.
Um,
Yes.
wait. Bruno, what do you do to
Protect
protect, conserve,
and preserve the
and
environment.
preserve the environment?
Ah, very good. Environment. Good.
My family and me don't use plastic bags because the plastics arrives to sea and oceans and occasionates animals death and problems in the ambiental
Environmental,
in the environment and climate change.
climate change, change. Good, Bruno. Wow, nice answer. Bruno, what about your question to
Cielo, what do you do to protect, conserve, or preserve the environment?
Wow, good intonation. Awesome.
Okay. I I love the animals. When I find a dog or cat in the street, I um I want to protect the animal.
Mm,
I uh, uh, I feel the animals. I care the animals in the
yeah.
street,
So you take
on the
care.
street,
Yeah.
no, in the street,
From the street.
from the street.
Yeah, there you go. Yes.
Okay.
Good. Awesome. Good, Cielo. Good words. Feed, take care. Good vocabulary. Okay. Cielo, would you like to ask a question to somebody here in this room? It could be
Okay.
Edgar, Carla, Jezebel.
Carla,
Yes.
what do you do to protect, preserve, and conserve the environment?
The environment. The
The environment.
environment. Yes. There. One more time.
Environment.
One more time, please. More
Carla,
confident.
Carla, what do you do to protect, conserve, and preserve the environment?
Good. Awesome. Remember, we're using here the preposition or, no and, but or preserve the environment. Okay? And Cielo, Okay, Carla, your time to answer this question.
Well, I take care my plants, the water, and environment. But in this case, the water because it's a lot important for the life. We need for every, as far as I know or I believe, that the people must be more aware of this.
Well, Carla, you are phenomenal. Like, seriously. Your answers are always very impressive. Congratulations. Wow. As far as I know. Awesome. Good interpretation of an opinion. Good. Carla, your question.
Yes. What do you do? Protect, preserve, or conserve the environment?
I like it. Now, Carla, let's try to make it a little bit more English. Listen to Camille. Camille, can you please ask a question?
Certainly. What do you do to protect, preserve, and conserve the environment?
You're correct. Carla.
Yes. What do you do? Protect, preserve, or conserve the environment?
There you go. Better. To Jezebel, you said? Jesse. Yes? Carla?
Yes.
Jesse. Okay. Jesse, what do you do to protect, preserve, or conserve the environment? Jesse?
Sorry, my
Oh,
connection is bad in
it's
this
okay, no
moment.
worries. Do you want to answer the question, Jezebel, or? No, maybe.
What do you do? What?
Yeah.
Uh,
So,
sorry, I not complete the sentence because I don't listen.
okay. So Jezebel, in your life, what do you do to protect, preserve, or conserve the environment? What is one action or actions that you do?
What do you do to protect?
Yeah, maybe her connection it's not really good. So let's keep on to Edgar. Edgar.
Okay, in my case, in my house, I have so many plants,
Oh,
and I carry for the school my recyclable, my bottle recycle.
great.
And
Of course.
when my family go to the supermarket,
Uh-huh.
I mm, I ay, se me fue
You're doing, come on, you're doing it.
llevar.
You're doing really well.
I don't know the idea. Sorry.
So you said that you carry your recyclable. How do you pronounce this word?
Bottle,
Camille?
botella reciclable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Camille, how do you say that?
Uh,
Yes. Oh, okay. Edgar? Okay.
Okay,
Um,
Edgar, we're gonna listen to Camille saying botella reciclable in English, okay?
okay.
so in English, we would say, when I go to the supermarket, I take my two things, my recyclable bag,
Recyclable
Recyclable. Okay.
yeah, it's tricky, recyclable bag.
bottle.
And then you could say with, and then I'll add to it. When I go to the supermarket, I take my recyclable bag. That's a bag that is made from material which is recyclable.
Mhm.
And in that
Okay.
bag, sometimes I take aluminum cans so I can recycle them at the supermarket. Because
Okay.
sometimes there are machines at the supermarket or boxes where I can put my cans so that they can be recycled.
Okay,
Okay.
recyclable. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Like even me, I didn't know how to pronounce that word. So thank you
Thanks
very
so
much.
much for the information.
Thank you, Camille. So Edgar,
Thanks so much.
to Camille, please ask the question to Camille.
Okay. What do you do to protect, conserve, and preserve the environment?
Ah,
Yes.
that was
Okay.
really good. Really, really good. So it's very hard to follow all of the really good answers that I have heard so far, but I will give two answers that are maybe a little bit different. So one of the things I try to do to preserve, conserve, and protect the environment is I like to play in nature with my 5-year-old, because I believe if I teach her that the environment is fun to play in and she likes to play in it, then when she becomes an adult, she will want to preserve, conserve, and protect the environment. So that is one way I preserve and conserve the environment. And she is right here with me because I am at a birthday party with her. So one
Okay.
is I play with her. I play with her and I play in the garden, in the forest, in the waterfalls, because I think that helps to protect the environment. Another thing I try to do to protect the environment is I like to talk to new people and my friends about the environment. For example, I am on this call with Heather and all these new, wonderful, smart people talking about the environment, because I think one way to protect the environment is to talk about it and to share ideas. One way to protect, preserve, and conserve the environment is to talk about it.
Wow. Wow. Thank you very much. Absolutely. I think all your answers, Bruno, Luis, Carla, Michelle again, Jezebel, like even though we didn't hear you, Cielo, like all your answers are totally correct. And whatever we do to protect, preserve, or conserve the environment counts. So any piece of action counts. So thank you very much, everyone, for sharing your thoughts. It's really, really good to hear that we all care about the planet. We all care about the nature, and we all care about the environment. So now here we have some extra minutes to ask Camille any type of question that could be related to the environment or to her personal life. But this is a really good opportunity for you to practice your English with a native English speaker from Jamaica, which is in America, the continent of the America. Okay, there you go. So any question for Camille? Yes, Cielo. Yes, Edgar. Let's go with Cielo first.
Okay, you were more respect the animals or the plants or the places. What do you do more in your work?
Sorry, Camille, we can't hear you. You're muted.
Thank you for that question, Cielo. Is it possible for you to repeat the question for me? Because I want to give you a really good answer.
Cielo, would you like to
Yes.
repeat the question? Thank you.
You work more with the animals or the plants, places. What do you work in an specific specialty? I don't know.
Very good.
Yeah, very good. Very good question.
I understand. I understand. Very good question. So, Cielo, I work on all those things, and I believe that I don't prioritize anything over the other. So, I believe that when we protect animals and when we protect the earth and when we protect people, all of those things are connected. One of the criticism is when you look at something and say, something is not so right. one of the criticisms of conservation today is that there are lots of places on the planet where there is attention on protecting animals, but there is not a lot of attention on protecting people. And so I believe it is important to protect all of those things.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you, Cielo, for your question. Okay, let's go with Edgar. And then we have Bruno and then Carla.
I have the next question. What is the best season in Jamaica?
Great question.
Yes.
And to make sure I answer what I know is an excellent question, what is the best? I am going to repeat it. What is the best season in Jamaica?
Yes.
Season.
Yes. This is the correct. Okay.
Season.
Perfect.
Okay.
Season.
There you go.
Season. The best season in Jamaica is summer, because in Jamaica it is summer all the time.
Yay! So summer everywhere. Okay, good. Awesome. Thank you, Edgar. Good question.
You're welcome. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Bruno.
I have the next question for you. It's true that Jamaica has excellent landscapes and the most precious plants, flowers, or ecosystems in Latin America?
This
Camille?
sounds like a wonderful question. And so that we can practice together, I'm going to, and Edgar can hear the pronunciation, I'm going to ask you to ask your question one more time.
So
Okay.
Bruno, we want to make sure to keep up the observations on pronunciation. Okay. So
Good.
here we go.
It's true that Jamaica has excellent landscapes and the most precious plants, flowers, or ecosystems in Latin America?
So, Edgar, do you have any comments, or do you want me to answer?
I think you. I mean, did you understand the question?
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
I think it's fine. You might
Yes.
use the words that he said, so then he can double check on his pronunciation.
Okay. Yes. So Jamaica has lots of beautiful landscape and flowers and animals in the Americas, and a lot of countries that are neighbors to Jamaica, neighbors in Latin America, have similar plants and animals, but there are animals and plants in Jamaica that are unique, which means they can only be found in Jamaica.
Okay, thank you. I mean, Bruno, it's a really good question. But listen, Bruno, Camille, at the beginning of this session, Camille, she said the Jamaicans love to say that everything is the best in Jamaica. So, or for real, Camille's answer is yes, we have the best things ever. Everything is best in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bruno, for your question. Okay, we have Carla and we have Daniela and Jezebel. Okay, Carla.
What are your views on the touristic places in Jamaica? And what do you think about Jamaica? Do you love it?
I love Jamaica, and I love to visit all the places in Jamaica, including the places that tourists like to visit. One of the most popular tourist places is the waterfalls in Jamaica called Dunn's River Falls. And I hope that one day you can come to Jamaica with me and with Edgar, and we can see Dunn's River Falls.
Dunn's River Falls. waterfalls. Okay. Thank you, Carla. Good question. Just Carla, Jamaica. No, May. Okay, Carla. Like the month. January, February, March, April, May. Jamaica. Okay. Daniela.
Hi. Well, it's a random question.
It's okay.
Mm, what is your favorite animal and why?
I love this question so much. And it is not a random question. It is a very good question. If it is a question you thought about, it is a good question. My favorite animal is the turtle. And I love the turtle because one of its superpowers and one of the ways it protects itself is to be slower than everything else and also to camouflage itself. So animals that are predators think it is just a rock. And I think that is so beautiful because this animal is slow, but being slow is its superpower. Yeah. And I think it is funny that a Jamaican likes a slow animal because Jamaicans have a history of being very fast runners.
There you go. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Well, Daniela, that's a very good question. And Camille, you came up with a really good answer too. Thank you. Okay, Jesse, you said you also have a question. And then we go to Cielo. Okay.
Yes. The best athletes are from Jamaica. You practice some sport?
Oh, good.
Yes. Jamaicans in general tend to be very good athletes, especially at the sport of running, which we call track and field. I used to be a track and field runner when I was much younger. Yes, Jamaicans have won many medals in the Olympics, for example, many medals for track and field, for running.
There we go. Very good. Jesse, athletes. Remember TH? There we go. Thank you. Wow, good. You see, you don't need to ask her more questions about Jamaica. She's gonna say everything is the best there, Cielo, keep going, please.
Okay, it's about I don't pronunciation. This word is difficult for me. Turtle? Turtle?
Camille, can you repeat?
Turtle.
Yeah.
Turtle. Okay.
Turtle.
Cielo, think of the R as inside. Turtle.
Turtle.
And don't think of a U, it's more like an A. Turtle.
Okay. Turtle.
There you go.
Yes.
There.
Okay. I lived in Peru for many times, and in the jungle in Peru, the people eat the turtles.
Oh.
Yes. In Jamaica, also eat the turtles.
Yes, we have many turtles in Jamaica. And I wonder, Cielo, if the turtles in Jamaica are smaller than the turtles in Peru. I'm sure we probably have similar turtles, but maybe we also have different types of turtles.
And Camille, the second part of the question was, do people in Jamaica eat turtles?
Thank you so much. I didn't hear that. My daughter Mitra is here, so she came in just when you were asking the second part of the question. We're at a birthday party.
Yeah.
She wants a little bit of attention.
Yeah, well, we're about to finish. We're gonna have Daniela.
Right. I love this question. Cielo, I have never eaten turtle. And in Jamaica, we don't eat turtle. But I will tell you a secret. One day, I hope to go to Peru or wherever it is where there is some good turtle soup, and we will eat it together.
Come on, you can't eat turtles. No. What about protect, preserve, and conserve? Come on.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You can eat a turtle
We don't
pie,
know.
you know.
No, I'm kidding. And
I know,
we don't eat
I know.
turtle in
I know
Jamaica.
you're kidding. Yeah.
I respect people have different cuisines.
Yeah. So let's listen to the final question of today's session. Daniela, would you like to ask your question, please? Thank you,
Well,
Cielo, for your question.
I just occurred to me. What is your favorite musical genre?
Genre.
Is right pronunciation?
Genre. Mhm.
Genre.
Yeah, what's your favorite type of music or music genre?
Genre.
My favorite musical genre is reggae.
Reggae.
Reggae, because I am from Jamaica and we love our music, and
Right.
reggae music from Jamaica, and reggae is now played all around the world. Now I'm in Brazil, and now I live in Brazil, and even here in Brazil, I hear Brazilian songs with a reggae beat.
Wow.
And when I was in Mexico and Colombia, I would hear songs from Mexico or Colombia with a reggae beat. And so
Okay.
my favorite genre is reggae.
Yes. Yeah, good. Very
Thank
good
you.
question. And yeah, Daniela, it kind of sounds like French, you know, like not English. It's more like French, like genre. Mhm.
Yes.
By
Thank
the
you.
way, wasn't that a really good word to use? That is an excellent word.
Absolutely. Yeah,
I'm
good.
very impressed that all of the students in this class, but I must say that that is an excellent word to use. Genre.
There you go. Well, so thank you everybody for your participation. I'm sorry we covered 10 more minutes, but it's very worth it. I really like the fact that you've been participating and actively asking questions to Camille. Thank you. So as we always do, I want you to turn your videos on for the last time, please, Jesse, Jimena, Marco, Daniela, if it's possible, that will be really lovely. Leo, Ivan. So then we can take a picture, and this is going to be for our platform on Instagram and YouTube. So let's please look straight up to the camera, and then let's